So for all you filthy Jeff players like me out there, you want to come up to this statue on the Convergence Empire of Eternal Night map. You want to come up to the left-hand side to this little rock formation and jump to the second bit where my crosshair is now.
Get that vehicle moving again!
Once you're up here, you want to jump and press forward so you end up here, and then you're bugged here. You want to continue pressing forward and press R or your Q and your ultimate, and now you're bugged here. You can let go of your keyboard here, but be careful. Turn around and then press backwards so you're lodging yourself into the spots. And then when you're ready, just make sure you don't get teleported back to spawn, move forward and dive. And then you can move all the way to about here. You can, and then eat someone, and then immediately go meow and kill yourself and anyone else you've eaten. Okay, so the next part I'm going to talk about is on the convoy map of the Empire of Eternal Night. First, you want to come up here, and then come across here to this pillar here. Then you want to go up to the flag, top of the flag, and then go all the way around the side. When you center yourself, you can alt, and you get stuck on this bit. And then you can move left and right to keep yourself on behind the pillar until you see a good opportunity to alt. Then you want to come forward and land somewhere to alt. From here, you can just eat anyone you want. Oh no, I got to my own team. Who gives a shit? And then you want to come over to this environmental kill spot over here. And you can throw them in and kill yourself. Right, okay, so the next part I want to talk about is on this map in Domination, the Hydra base. You want to come up this pillar, come to around to the side of it, center yourself, and then from here you can ult. This one's a bit less consistent, because the bit you have to catch yourself is a bit thinner, but it works. And then you can drop down and ult. And then on this map you need to wait for this window to open before you can actually get any environment kills. Right, the next point I want to talk about is on the Tokyo 2099 map, the convoy one. You want to come up here, come up this pillar, jump off, and then lodge yourself in this corner and press forward. This one is a bit more difficult to do, but then you can ult and delay it. It's also one you can't really see the enemy team, so you're going to have to trust your team to give you some comms. And then when you're ready, you can turn around, jump in, and then ult their team. And then you've got this kill spot or the one on the other side of the map. But okay, now there's the second one on the Tokyo 2099 map, on the convoy map. This one's a lot easier to pull up. You want to come up here, come up onto this roof here, and then once you're here, you can jump onto this ledge here. And then you can ult, turn around, and you've got a perfect view of what's happening. And it's very easy, you just need to keep pressing backwards until you're ready to actually ult. And then when you're ready, you press forwards, and then you want to come all the way round down here, and then get a perfect ult. And then you can either go forward here, or there's another throw-off point over that. The next spot I want to talk about is on the Convergence map Tokyo 2099, and I think this is the one that everybody knows about. Firstly, you want to come up these boxes. You want to get on this lower box here, and then walk towards this corner, and jump right at the last moment, and then you get onto this roof, and you can ult. And then when you're ready, you can just move around and ult whenever you want. And then you can just eat their entire team and hopefully make it to this ledge over here, which I believe is the closest one. And boom. Right, the next spot I want to talk about is also on the Convergence map to Tokyo 2099, and it's in this corner. You want to walk up here, and then jump onto this pit, and you want to make sure that you're in line with this ledge here. Then when you're there, you want to press backwards and ult. And then you've got a decent view of the fight, and then when you do want to ult, you let go of the backwards key, and you move to the left, you move to the right, sorry, and then you should land and use your ult. And then you can, whenever, swallow the enemy team and walk back over to this ledge and spit them out. So now I'm going to end off on the most difficult one to pull off, probably, of all of them. And it's on the domination map, throne room for Ixgard. Firstly, you want to come to this wall, go up, and get to about here. And and then come across. And once you get in line with this little outcrop here, you want to go up and be in line with this little thing here. Then you want to jump off and try and lodge yourself in the corner. And then you need to be constantly pressing forward. From here you can alt, and then you can indefinitely keep yourself here until you want to alt, and then you need to turn around quickly and immediately press forward so that you don't die and jump off the map. And then you can just alt when you want, hit out your allies, and kill the enemy. And then